Hello, I'm Rebecca Maclean, co-manager of the Dunedin Income Growth Investment Trust. So the investment trust has the ability to invest outside of the UK. 25% of the net asset value of the investment trust can be invested overseas, and we invest in European companies. There are two benefits to this overseas exposure, which we see for the trust. The first is that it expands the opportunity set, the number of companies that we can consider selecting for the portfolio. And the second is it enables us to gain access to unique companies, unique business models and end market exposures, which together provides diversification to the company. There are about 1,000 companies in the broader universe of UK and European companies for us to consider for the portfolio. And what we do is we're looking to use bottom-up stock selection in order to create the portfolio. So from that universe of 1,000 companies, we are looking for companies that meet the sustainability credentials of the investment trust, that meet the quality expectations and thresholds that we've set for companies in the portfolio, the income requirements in order for us to generate the resilient income delivery for the portfolio. But also we're looking for companies which have an attractive total return outlook. So from the 1,000 companies, when you then run it through the analysis on those different criteria, so sustainability, quality, income, total return, we get to about 150 companies which we would consider as appropriate for the portfolio. And then we're looking to build a concentrated portfolio of our best ideas. So between 30 to 50 companies, there's currently about 36 companies in the portfolio. So the first benefit is that expanding the opportunity set, which is enabled by our ability to invest outside of the UK. But the second benefit to investors in the company is that it allows us to gain access to unique companies which are not available to investors who are purely looking in the UK market. These are companies with unique business models, exposure to different end markets, and this really does help in terms of driving diversification within the portfolio. So I can give you a couple of examples of companies which we are investing in Europe. They're from the European market and which have these unique business models. So one company is Novo Nordisk, which is a pharmaceutical company specializing in diabetes and obesity. The company really is a leader in this market, and this is providing an attractive pipeline and opportunity for growth in the future. Their obesity drug, for example, Wegovy, has got an attractive outlook. It's a very nascent market, but it's a very large market, and recent trial results suggest that the benefits in terms of the outcomes from a cardiovascular perspective for clients is better than was the market had expected. And so really the company is demonstrating very strong results when it comes to delivery against that pipeline. And we think this provides an attractive outlook for growth for the company. Another company which we invest in, again, which is European in its listing, is Mercedes-Benz. So there aren't many pure automotive companies in the UK. And what we like about Mercedes-Benz is that their strategy to focus on costs, but also on the luxury end of the market, is a strategy which we think is a good one. So in terms of that luxury focus, it's really benefiting from the premiumization of cars, and what it also means is that from a pricing perspective, they are able to benefit from superior pricing power. So this is something which should support the company in its delivery of profitability through what we would expect to be a cyclical end market. So the company, has been focused on the costs and on that premiumization, and this is really translating into profitability and in turn into cash flow generation. And so looking at the company now, it's providing not only sort of a good outlook in terms of its own profit outlook, but it is also trading at an attractive dividend yield, so over 7% dividend yield, which is very helpful for the trust's income focus. So together, we're talking about the benefits being around expanding that opportunity set. Also, it's about allowing access to unique companies which are not available in the UK. And together, this brings a diversification benefit to the investment trust. The third company I wanted to talk about today, which is within our European holdings within the investment trust, is ASML. And this is a really unique company. It has a dominant market position within the equipment which is used by chip manufacturers to produce semiconductor chips. The company has a strong competitive position and high barriers to entry. And this has come through the investment that the company's made over the years in order to generate that leading edge technology. The company really collaborates with its supply chain, but also with its customers, and is enabling innovation within the semiconductor space. So what this means for the company, it means that the company has very strong pricing power. It is pricing based on the value of its equipment to its customers and is able to share that value creation with its customers in terms of pricing, but also with its suppliers, in addition to creating an attractive profitability profile for the business. The company is aligned to a number of structural trends. So the semiconductors, go into a range of end markets, from the automotive sector, industrials, Internet of Things, communications, and we're seeing this proliferation in terms of the number of chips that are used in the market, and this will support demand for ASML's equipment in the future. But I think that really the strength of its competitive positioning and its technology is what makes this company stand out in terms of in the UK market, but also globally. So from an ESG perspective, we see the company as an ESG leader. As a reminder, within the investment trust, we have a sustainable investment approach. We're looking for sustainable leaders and improvers across the market. And ASML's technology and equipment improves not only the cost of semiconductor manufacturing, but also the efficiency, including the energy efficiency of production. And so it's through the innovation which will drive efficiency within the supply chain of the semiconductor industry. We see the company has an important part to play. If you would like more information about Dunedin Income Growth Investment Trust, please visit our website or click on the link below.